Based on our previous discussions, it is highly likely that the story of Black Myth Wukong is set against the backdrop of the Buddhist concept of the age of the decline of the Dharma and the Confucian concept of the fall of civilization. In this apocalyptic setting, what kind of mandate does our protagonist, the heavenly mandate man, bear? 3. After the decline of the Dharma, reconstructing Buddhism and the so-called mandate of heaven. In my opinion, this so-called mandate is nothing but a smokescreen. The gods and Buddhas who personify heaven have vanished. Even if there is a mandate, from whose mouth does it come? Even the monsters in the PV mentioned, "Someday I'll also play as a heavenly mandate man," further illustrating that this mandate lacks the noble backing of the traditional Chinese cultural concept of heaven. Similarly, the wolf demon and the black bear demon in Guanyin Monastery believe they possess the Dharma. In the context of the decline of the Dharma in Wukong, a high-minded interpretation would be that all beings have Buddha nature, while a less charitable one would be that there is no longer a standard for what constitutes the Dharma, leaving everyone to declare their own version, like calling a deer ma if there were no concept of deer or horse. This leads us to speculate that the main plotline of Wukong might focus on post-apocalyptic reconstruction after the decline of the Dharma. First, it is essential to understand that world reconstruction is inevitable in the Eastern cultural context underpinning Journey to the West. Compared to the Abrahamic religions of the West, which describe the end of the world as a permanent conclusion, Eastern, particularly Indian, traditions emphasize the existence and importance of reincarnation. Many contemporary views on reincarnation stem from Buddhist-influenced Indian traditions. For example, the popular belief in reincarnation is a Buddhist concept, as are the hell system and the 6 realms of rebirth. Additionally, the idea that reincarnation is based on karma and actions from past lives is also a Buddhist view. When Sun Wukong causes havoc in heaven, the Buddha tells him that the Jade Emperor's position is due to having endured 129,600 kalpas, with kalpa being a transliteration of the Sanskrit word kalpa, which signifies the cycle of the world's creation and destruction. The decline of the Dharma is also a kalpa that will eventually end. Thus, despite the world of Wukong appearing lifeless, it still harbors new hope. But will this hope truly belong to humanity? Nietzsche once spoke of re-evaluating all values. Living during the Industrial Revolution when humanity seemed to control everything, he naturally added human as the subject. However, in the post-apocalyptic world of Black Myth, Wukong, this subject seems to belong to various monsters. We previously mentioned that monsters also believe they possess Buddha nature. The issue is that, with the extinction of the Dharma, who can define what the new Dharma is? This might be the reason for the heavenly mandate man to fight, to claim the right to define the new societal order represented by the new Dharma in the new cycle. Another of the 6 lines provided by game science is, "When the rights are lost, seek them in the wilderness," typically interpreted as finding remnants of the rights among the uneducated people after the central rights have decayed. It could also imply that after the rights are completely destroyed, the next societal order will inevitably originate from the common people. By now, readers might have a chilling suspicion. As the protagonist, your character's narrative arc will likely support you, the heavenly mandate man, to the end, potentially becoming the leader of the new era. In this world without external moral constraints, you will have the freedom to define what morality means for the next age. Following this line of thought, Wukong might be a multi-path game where the new order in the new cycle varies greatly based on your choices as the heavenly mandate man. However, works written by relatively normal members of society, rather than antisocial individuals, usually include a safety valve, guiding you back to the traditional moral path. In the realm of Journey to the West adaptations, there is already a work that discusses re-establishing order in the post-apocalyptic era, Journey to the West, The Aftermath. I've had the fortune to read the book version. While the plot might seem haphazard, the end of Dharma scenes caused by Buddha's nirvana and Wutian's rise, along with the silence of the gods and Buddhas, bear some resemblance to Wukong. However, in this work, the gods and Buddhas are not completely eradicated, and Sun Wukong acts as the safety valve, ultimately guiding the new world to retain a moral and philosophical continuity with the previous cycle. As the new patriarch of 10,000 Buddhas, Sun Wukong proves that the new cycle will be somewhat different from the past. In the existing PVs of Wukong, there are numerous scenes of players controlling a character resembling Sun Wukong. Most speculate that these are memories shown to the Heavenly Mandate Man. From my perspective, these could be the spiritual safety valve. By showcasing Sun Wukong's righteous and incorruptible nature, players are encouraged to make moral choices aligned with the existing cycle. In an old PV, an elderly ape, seemingly Sun Wukong, sighs and later picks up the golden hoop, indicating a possible material safety valve in the game's design. If you remain misguided and wish to turn the new world into a demon's hell, the fighting Buddha, Sun Wukong, might stand as the last bastion of justice from the old cycle, ready to duel you. Alternatively, if you choose to inherit his spiritual legacy, the golden hoop might crown you as the next Sun Wukong, embarking on a new journey not as an end, but as a beginning. This concludes our speculation. Although we aren't truly Sun Wukong and can't delve into the minds of the creators, our imagination might not match the ingenuity of the game science team. In the coming days, let's eagerly await the impact this Wukong will have on our hearts.